but you can. This thing actually shows the time of how long you've been streaming. Right here. Where is it? Right here.
Oh, got it. Okay, cool. I see it.
I'll just minimize it.
Yeah, I prefer the other view. Yeah, exactly. Just minimize it for right now. Perfect. All right, dude. Thanks, man.
All right. Did it say we're good?
Yeah, we should be live.
Yeah.
All right, man. Peace.
All right, later.
What's good, everybody? Man, things are getting nice and clean now. I like that. We're actually getting these streams to be flowing without any interruptions. And for me, that's huge. It's a big accomplishment for us this week. So if you guys are out there, what's good? Just want to say what's good to everybody. Jumpman Customs is already in the building. What's good, man? First one here. Let's get it. So, guys, if you haven't been following, just a heads up, I've picked up a pair of my homie's shoes, my homie Vaughn. He said this is his favorite pair of white cements from 2010. So he asked me to just do the midsole, but as I'm doing the midsole, I also noticed that, there's a lot of imperfections from him just wearing it, the wear and tear. So let me show you guys where I'm at so we can compare to where we've gotten to, okay? So this is the one I've been working on. And this guy here is the secondary pair. So you guys can see a lot of the cracking. Y'all see that? Mark AJ, I think you're second, homie. What's good? How are you guys? Both you guys on YouTube, huh? Yeah, but these have been beat up pretty bad, man. This is, they've got crazy dirt marks. This is a very, very vulnerable point for the Jordan 3s. It seems like this spot right here and just the, black outer always have this tendency to crack. I did find out that these kicks were painted before, so I'm not the first one to paint it. And the reason I found that out is because when I was looking at the air bubble, you can see that whoever did it before, they ended up painting the air bubble, dude. And I was like, man, I mean, I'm not trying to knock nobody, but you kind of at least try to mask that off. But so now I've got to go through and finish somebody else's work. And so I thought this was just going to be a restoration, but apparently it's been all painted before. All right, so now I'm just running through. This is the pair I worked on. This is what I did in the morning. So y'all could see, I think, a pretty big difference there, right? Look at the cracks. Look at the jump, man, the air. It's all pretty beat up, I mean, over 10 years, you know what I mean? Miguel Javier, what's good, man? Thank you so much for following, homie. So this is where we're at, man. I think, from the beginning, which is this guy here, to here, it's been a major improvement. Let me know, what do you guys think? Today, what I'm going to do now is just kind of finalize everything up. I want to, detail out the shoe. I've been running through the shoe looking for little markings and, cleaning things off on the upper at the same time. Just because when I give them back, I don't want it to just be a midsole. I know that's what he wanted, but I want everything to be done right. So, if it's his favorite pair of kicks, we're gonna give them back to him right. You know what I mean? So, anyways, let me check the chat real quick. We got a lot of people in the building today, guys. Mr. Lalo Tech, of course, the usual suspect in the building. What's good, Lalo? How you living, man? Patreon family, what's good? Punky B in the house too. How you living? Same old, same old. Webb's Custom Kicks. Webb's also on Twitch. Man, we got a lot of people on Twitch today. Webb's Custom Kicks said, "What's up? Thanks for the shout out on IG at Feel Good Threads, bro. Much love, man. What's good, everybody? Or what's up, everybody? Hey, Webb's, man. Quan, first off, I got to shout out Quan because you guys could see we're at $40. He put in $30 just yesterday, and so I felt like, man, I gotta show you some love as well, man. We got to get your name out there as well. So I'm more than happy to shout you out, man. And by the way, those Tiffany's that you did, the Jordans were super sick. The picture that I used. So if you guys haven't seen his work, you guys can check out my IG story and you can see which pair of kicks I was talking about for Webs. But again, man, thank you so much, bro. I really appreciate it, dude. Like, you know, I've been doing this for like 6 or 7 years, just on YouTube, you know, just pretty much showing free games. So I really appreciate you guys, you know, putting in anything to help out the stream. So obviously you can see that we're trying to save up for a secondary camera. So, you know, the faster we get to that goal, the faster we can get a secondary camera in here and just make the stream that much better for you guys, man, you know. Mark AJ, he said, that looks hella nice. You did a great job, man. Dude, thank you, man. I really appreciate it. I'll be honest with you guys. I didn't think I was going to do the back tabs. But, man, you know, somebody pointed out yesterday, them shits are beat up, dude. Like, look at, you know, all the markings and stuff. So I had to really, you know, to prepare that back tab, dude, you got to sand all of that stuff down. Oh, hold on. Come on, Webs. Come on, Webs. Yo, Webs, man, I appreciate you, dog. Webs Custom Kicks in the building, man. Just donated another 40, man. That is so much love, homie. Yo, I'm gonna send you a care package, dog. So I really appreciate it, man. That's, I mean, incredible, man. I gotta take a moment just to say thank you again. You know, Superman Lover, what's good, dude? Man, the love is unreal, man. I thought yesterday was a Feel Good Friday, and you know, the love it just keeps getting better and better, man. So thank you, Quan. I know, man. Like I said, man, Webs, I'll get in touch with you, bro. I'm gonna send you out a care package for supporting, man. I really do appreciate it. But yeah, man, let's jump onto this, man. Let's. Oh man, did I show you guys the bubble? I didn't show you guys the air bubble, so I had to clear all that out. How I did that, I just and you can see a bunch of these, dude. Look at how much effort I've been putting in to get these cleaned up. These are all from getting, you know, paint residue off to taking the original midsole paint off. So this hasn't been an easy process. So for those of you who don't do restorations and say, yo, why is this dude, you know, charging so much just to do a midsole repaint? If they're doing it correctly, it takes quite a bit of time. Like today, this is my 3rd session of doing this. I think the last time we did this, man, I did a 3-hour session of just stripping the whole paint off and just starting the white section off. Speaking of the white section, last time I ended up painting this small strip here black, so I had to go back in and repaint the whole freaking thing white. So just to get it right. So learn from my mistake, man. I had a reference right here, and I still ended up painting this little section in black on accident. So I had to, you know, fix that in the morning time. But yeah, anyways, let me jump into this, yo. As you guys can see, I got a bunch of brushes. I've been using, yo, what is this red? Oh man, did I just smudge this? I did, dude. What did I hit? Oh man, I don't even know what I hit right now. But okay, so I got to clean that up now. But yeah, I've been using these Princeton brushes. Let me get this random red paint. I don't even know where that came from because I don't even think I have red paint here anywhere. That's a little scary. Alright, well, let's take that off real quick. Q-tip, acetone, just a little bit. And we're going to just kind of swipe it up. Isn't that random? That just... Same thing again. Other side. Once the side gets used up, you got to switch over. There we go. How's that? So yeah, I mean, obviously that's another dead Q-tip. So I'll put it aside, and just for making sure I get out any little bit of smidge of pink now, I'm just rolling it off. Okay, we're good. Ooh, crazy, right? All right, Mark AJ, you said, do you do restoration commissions, dude? Honestly, man, this is just my buddy. he needed to get this done. I'm not a big fan of doing restorations, and unfortunately I just don't have time. We got another person following, man. Again, thank you guys so much for following. Wanna knee, long name, man, and I missed the rest of the name there, so I'm sorry for missing your full name, but thank you again. But yeah, I just don't have time to do all the restoration work, guys. So my apologies, man. If it seems like, you guys are DMing me for commissions and stuff, and I can't do it because I'm just so backed up right now with all of the work I have. And part of it is because I've been doing all these live streams. It adds to the time it takes to finish these up, So let me, I'm trying to pull this out. I could feel it's a little dirty there. So let's go ahead and clean this up. Move these guys to the side. And just go ahead and look at that. Look at how much dirt's on that thing. That's kind of like my dirty microfiber towel. Sometimes I'll have just a dirty one on the side because it just smoothens out stuff like that really easy. So, all right. See, I could feel just by the air pressure something wrong. It's not hitting that hard. So let's before I start, I'm gonna just put the needle back in and see. Let's put it back from the back end first. I do that because then that way if there's anything in that body right there, like paint or whatever, it'll kind of push it out to the front. So let's push it out to the front and see if there's anything clogging it there. It doesn't feel very clogged, but you can see how it's not smooth. I'm going to drop a little bit of acetone in there, just a bit, and see if you could break that apart. So let me move these. That'd be not a smart move to do that right on top of the restoration, right? All right, so let's just dip it in. Sorry guys, I know this isn't part of the restoration, but if you're trying to learn how to airbrush or something, this will happen to you. And you really want to make sure that needle feels nice and smooth. Shouldn't have any struggles. Okay, so now you can see here, as I'm using the back end of the needle here to just kind of jam this out, I could see there's black paint there. So something's definitely in there. Let's see. See? Bunch of gunk. So I just want to make sure that's all cleaned out before I start. There we go, see? So let me just jump on real quick. I'm going to go ahead and clean this airbrush out right quick. Whenever I'm like unsure if it's clean, just to be safe, man, just clean it out. Let's see, that's going to be a little difficult if I can't find that tool though. So just give me a sec. Oh, here it is. It's under the mic. All right. B Rivers, what's going on, homie? Jam it. Oh my lord, dude. You're something else on the mic, homie. This guy. Where you at, B Rivers? B Rivers been in Cancun for like the last 3 months. Talking about I'm over this corona stuff. I'm just gonna go on vacation. Alright, so that looks good. GTC Reels, what's good, homie? You know how we do. Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Every day we grinding. There we go. Okay, cool. So really just want to make sure, like, if I'm going to spray anything out of this thing, look at all this junk in here. It's got to be clean. That should clean out the majority of it there. These guys right here you can get from Target, by the way. And they help out a lot, man. There we go. Cool. I'm going to jump in now and just use another Q-tip and clean anything in the area here, because that's where we're going to put our paint. So you don't want to mix the paint with junk, right? There we go. Sajiwa, what's good, man? How's life out there? Namia, what's good? Thank you so much for following. Graham, how's life, man? Oh, you was about to come over here? Man, you know I charge you to come over here, right? B Rivers? If you come, fool, you need to bring some food. That's the new rule. You know to bring some taconazo, fool. You know what's up, right? That taconazo. I need to get them to sponsor one of these one day. Give us a taconazo gift card. Alright, let's see how that feels. There we go. I feel it spraying out nice, so let me dump that real quick. Now we're good to go. Now we're good to go. Sick. Cool, let's put this stuff to the side. Oh, man, I wish one day I can hire an assistant, and every time in the morning I'd say, yo, make sure those airbrushes are all clean. Alright, so we're good to go. I gotta grab some finisher. Love me some taconazo, B Rivers. And you need to bring some of that watermelon juice too, homie. Alright. The Dye Lab's in the building. What's good, homie? We're back, man. Look at this, B Rivers. Maybe like a proud dad right now, bro. Check that. Oh, look at that. The red paint again, dude. Oh. What a fail. What a fail. Okay, so before I hit that, I got to go back in with some white now. I've been airbrushing it. So the good thing is I've got paint in there still. The bad thing is I don't know if it's sprayable. Let's see. Got that 99 Oreos, huh? Those are classics right there, Graham. The 99 Oreos. 19-year-old that just started? Oh. Are you for real, dog? You got me doing the Birdman. Oh, man. Yeah, let me know, man. I mean, wouldn't hurt to have some help, that's for sure. So, obviously, I got to repaint this little guy here. So, let's touch him up before I jump into putting any liquid anything yet. Where are we at with that? So, I'm here. I got to be real soft with this here. Before I do that, let's spray this here. Yeah, it's coming out. Okay, cool. Lucked out. I'm just giving it like a light coat. Nothing crazy. I'm not dropping a bunch on there. It's so light that like it's almost like it dries it immediately after jumping onto the tab there. What I have in here right now is a little bit of white paint and a little bit of GAC 200. So in case you're wondering, this is a plastic tab. Plastic tabs mean you need to have some of this stuff because it promotes and uses kind of like glue for the paint, and it really helps bond to the tab. All right, so you know, it's going to take a couple of quick coats to get that get back to its original color. I'm gonna have to lay down a little black layer on the Jumpman logo. So You know, I use Bulldog as well, Punky B. That's a good question. But what I was using for this midsole, if you hadn't seen, I used this SEM 38363 is the model number. And I just use this because it doesn't reek, man. I feel like Bulldog is, man, I spray that thing, dude. It stays in the studio for like 2-3 days. And I'm like, you know, I could even put the windows, I could open them up and have the door open and everything. And it just kind of stays. It lingers a lot. And so I prefer to just, you know, stay away from that as much as possible. Even this stuff, I was saying the other day, gave me a headache. You know, it's pretty strong, and it can get you dizzy real quick, so just be careful with that stuff. So, Brandon Roach, what's good, man? I don't hear your compressor at all. Any suggestions on a good one or way to muffle it? You know, I do have the compressor on. It's just, it doesn't stay on consistently. It only like pushes into that mode of I don't know, re-energizing or whatever it's doing, releasing the air to get more air sporadically. And what I'm using is the Iwata, I think it's called Studio Jet. Let me see. I think so. I do have a link for it though, so let me see if I could jump on and I can show you guys a link if you guys need that. Actually, what I'll do is I'll put up a video link right now, and that video link will be for how to clean out the airbrush, you know, just basics on the airbrush in general. So I think it'll be beneficial for you. And then on top of that, if you guys check the links, you guys can see what compressor and all that stuff that I use too. So let's see. I think it's under tutorials. And it should be like how to clean. Man, I don't know why whenever I need to find a link for my own channel, I struggle so hard. Give me a sec, guys. I'm gonna find this. Yesterday I was trying to find a link for you guys too for the Princeton brushes, and I couldn't find it, and that's really frustrating. Here we go. I found it. Let's get it. Copy link, and let me just make sure. Yeah, the compressor is there. Airbrush cleaner, everything dope. Okay, cool. So this will be, if you guys are interested in airbrushing, will be a good for you guys for reference. Okay. Vel's Custom Kicks is in the building. What's good, Patreon fam? How's life, man? I see you only moving up. I love that. All right, my channel. Jump in live. I'm in the chat. And I think I just sent that. Dope. That's for anybody who's interested in, you know, my airbrush compressor, what airbrushes I use. If you have, oh man, dude, I completely missed this, yo. Graham, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. I just saw that you super chatted. GTC Reels in the building, guys. Another one of the Patreon family. You know, I love you guys so much, man. You guys are really helping us get to that next level when it comes to streaming and just getting your videos out. By the way, did you guys see the new video? All the Patreon guys, everybody in the Patreon family, can I get a hashtag Patreon fam real quick? Who saw the latest video that I put up? I think we put it up yesterday, and it was a different way to, I think, present how to do a tutorial for you guys. A little bit more fun, you know what I mean? Alright, so let me go ahead and lay this down here. And I know I had a little, where's that Liquid Kicks? I had that little Liquid Kicks stand. That always helps me out. I don't know where it's at. There's too many things going on in here. So I'm just gonna go with it like this. Okay. Still sounds a little funny, man. Right? Thank you, Graham. Sneaky Reeky, what's good, man? Patreon fam in the building. We got a lot of Patreon folks today, man. The Die Lab, Vel's Custom Kicks, Sneaky Reeky in the building, GTC Reels. And you guys are from, everyone's from every which way. I got some people here on Twitch. Vel's is on Facebook right now. Sneaky and Graham, they're both on YouTube. It's crazy we are streaming in so many different platforms now. And the best part about it is we're not dropping off. Yo, GTC donated $4.99 in the super chat. Let's get it. Webb's Custom Kicks in the building. Patreon fam. Let's go. Man, y'all got me hype on a Saturday. Is it Saturday? I don't even know what day it is. Yeah, it is Saturday, right? Every day seems like the same day. Alright guys, this is Liquid Kicks. This is a matte scratch resistant sealer. So a lot of people ask me about cracking and how can I prevent it and why did it crack. So you guys saw what I've done so far is we've started with adhesion promoter. I've added GAC 200. I've sanded this down so we get a smooth finish. I mean, I've even used the sandpaper to get the creases to get back to an original shape. So there's a lot that went into so far getting this midsole where we're at. And at the same time, we stripped the old paint. We ended up avoiding all of the elephant print, and we're getting to that finalizing stage. So it's important that you don't get lazy now, you know what I mean? So a lot of times, for example, this elephant print, even though Liquid Kicks sprays clear, I still want to avoid the elephant print and things like that. I want to keep it, the texture, the same, you know? Sometimes when you spray these kind of things, you start to harden that nubuck. You know, you don't want that. So, you know, especially if they're already dirty. If they're dirty and then you put Liquid Kicks, you're sealing dirt on top of that. That's the worst thing you could do, all right? So just a heads up. You know, this doesn't need to be a perfect setup. It just needs to be good enough where you know you're not, you know, messing up stuff here. So I'll just kind of stuff that in. Sometimes I've even used these coffee stirrers. They fit perfect. You just cut it to size. You know, whatever you prefer. See? But yeah, I'm just going to drop some tissue in there. We just want to make sure that that air bubble doesn't get hit, especially because, man, these shoes are 10 years old, so you don't, you know, you want to keep them conserved. We're trying to keep them to that original shape and look, right? So, all right. So let's jump into it, guys. This is now the sealing coat, finalizing coat, all right? Let me, because you guys could see I've got a lot of the outer sole here. I should protect that too. Reason being that I've got still a little bit of white speckles. I don't want to seal the speckles in. I got to clean that off. So let me just do a quick tape job here. Stuff like this might seem a little tedious, you know, but it's nice to have it done right. In other words, don't Mickey Mouse it. There we go. Same thing right here. I'm just trying my best to keep with that line. You know, if you're going to do this, make sure you tape off right. That's good, right? I'll grab a little bit from this side so we could just seal this off. How many times have I taped this guy off today? I have no clue. Just a little bit to protect that. Just any overspray and stuff, you know? All right, let's test this out. This is the actual Liquid Kicks. I like to spray it somewhere else before I shoot it on the actual shoe. I know somebody was asking about my compressor. You can, I think you should be able to hear my compressor right now. So I'm just laying down a little bit here. Nothing too crazy. It's a very light coat. And I'm going to give it the opportunity to dry. So let's give it like 5 minutes or so. For Liquid Kicks, he does recommend that you don't use a heat gun on this. So if you have been using a heat gun, it's supposed to I think make the scratch resistant sealer weaker. So you definitely don't want to do that. I think you can use a hairdryer though, because that's what he recommended last time. Possibly because, you know, it helps the process of it speeding up and all that. But let me you know, I haven't done this, so I'm gonna just give you guys the website. You know, make sure that you guys, if you guys are interested in this, you have it. What is this? I always tell you guys, but probably better to just write it down too. I believe it's lktopcoats.com. I'm going to double check that before I hit that enter button. That LK bottle that I have right here is, I think, older. It didn't even have the website on it. And I had some other LK here. Here we go. Let's see. lktopcoats.com. Dope. Okay. lktopcoats.com. Use Feel Good for a discount. There you go. So hopefully you guys, if you need it, I forget what the discount is on it, you know, but at least you guys will get a little something back. But this is what I use. I think that it's you know, it's been proven to be a really strong top coat, and I like it because they've got different finishes, you know, like this one, for example, is gloss, and the one I'm using today is matte. I usually use matte, and so if you guys use the matte, in general, you'll end up with that kind of a nice factory matte finish. So that's why I'm using the LK Top Coats in matte. I mentioned this yesterday as well. So if you don't have, for example, flat white, but you have regular white, or if you have regular black and you're afraid that it's going to be shiny, this stuff will dull that down. So it also works as a duller if you need to get it to be, you know, that nice factory matte look, and you want to save a little bit of money because you don't want to buy flat black or flat white. You can just buy just black and white, and then that way you can use it interchangeably. All right, the gloss is supposed to look a little bit more like patent leather. So for example, if people are working on Jordan 11s, they usually get the gloss, but you know, I think if you guys are going to start, and if you have one choice, I would either roll with this one here, the matte, or the flat. There's a flat as well, which I think is just slightly more matte than this is. All right, so let me jump onto another coat. I could see, like, now I'm looking at it and I can inspect it. I could see that it's cured enough to jump onto another coat. All right, so let me jump on real quick. I do see some questions and stuff, so I'll be right into the chat with you guys too. Okay, y'all see how I spray from a distance. I like it to be like kind of grazed on, nothing too overbearing, and it's really light. I'm not like really jumping on the airbrush and really dialing into it, you know. It's just a real soft coat. So let's go ahead and let that dry. As that dries, I'm gonna check the chat real quick. I know that you guys are chattering away today, man. So I appreciate you guys being here, especially on a Saturday, man. I don't know what time it is where you guys are at, but it's about 6 p.m. over here, you know. Shout out all the Patreon family, man. I appreciate you guys for being here as usual. Hopefully you guys checked out the new video on how to age Jordan 1 midsoles, get that vintage look. It was a lot of fun working with Alex on that one, especially because it was different, you know what I mean? Looks like those need some new insoles. Yeah, 100%. I just saw that Gotcha 6. These are, again, they're 10 years old, man. The thing is, he asked me to do some midsoles, and I don't like to do all the inside work, and I don't like to restore in general, but, you know, it's the homie, so I just, you know, I did it because I think a lot of you guys can benefit if you want to learn how to do your own midsoles, and or you don't know the process or the proper way to do it. I think this is a good starting off point for you guys, you know. My boy reporting live from my grand opening, dog. Vel, can you share with everybody about your grand opening when you get a chance, man, where you're located? You know, you're the Patreon family as well, man. I really appreciate you for supporting, doggy. So Oscar Bonilla asked, what am I doing today? I'm just kind of finalizing this one side, just this one shoe, and then we'll lace it up and we'll compare the two to see how well or how not well I did. So yeah, GTC, who's really experienced Patreon family over here in the building. The midsoles need massive prep. Cracking will happen, but prep is important. Such good advice, man. I know that Graham knows what he's doing, but you know, if you really want this to last, there's a lot of preparation that needs to be involved in the beginning to make sure. And if you guys didn't see the first part of me taking off the paint, it took about, you know, obviously I'm instructing, so it took me longer than it should, but I was on for 3 hours, man, just stripping paint, and it took a long time to do that. If you don't get down to that bare bone, you know, it's gonna be inevitable, because all you're doing is putting fresh coat of paint on old paint. Like if I were to do that on this, it's gonna seal. You'll see it seal. You'll be like, wow, problem solved, and then it'll flex. And when it flexes, all you've done is just top fresh paint on top of old paint. So it's gonna crack. You know what I mean? So just for those of you guys that didn't understand how many steps it takes to get here, it's overwhelming. You know, it is, to be honest with you, especially trying to save it with the elephant print and everything. At Feel Good Threads, is that the biggest jars they have? My bad, man. I didn't catch that, Superman Lover. Oh, you must be talking about these guys. I believe so, dude. I think they're 2-ounce bottles, I believe. I wonder if it says it. I don't think it says it, but I think they're 2 ounces. But you know what? These go a long way, man. Like I barely, you know, for example, this one, like it's so old, but I still have like maybe a quarter of it left in here. And I'm sure I've been using the newer one too, but you know, you don't have to use a lot of this. Like 2 or 3 coats goes a very long way. So hopefully that answered that question. Carl's Customs, what's good, Patreon fam? Hey Suhail, could you make a video on how to last a sneaker? That's a great tutorial, Carl's. And actually, I know you might have seen or maybe not seen, but I was cutting the Jordan 1 patterns the other day. What I'm going to do next for the Patreon family is I'm going to start to do the introduction to cutting a Jordan 1 pattern, the introduction to putting the pattern together, you know, gluing it, sewing it. So lasting is going to be one of those steps as well. Again, you know, I'm still in that stage of learning to do reconstruction, so it takes me a long time. Then I got to coordinate with Alex, and Alex has to film me, and then, you know, it could take 2, 3, 4, 5 filmings of us doing the lasting, because sometimes it takes, you know, an hour or 2 for me to do something, and I get stuck, you know, all kinds of different stuff. But yeah, definitely, I'll definitely keep that in mind, Carlos Customs. In Chi-Town, it's 8 o'clock, y'all. Oh man, and finish some pizza. You're living the life, Dilab. We got the homie Luis Solis on YouTube, said, just got my white flips repainted and with the Nike Air back tab replacement, and now the Katrinas. It says Inton 88s and DTRTs are next, 100. Man, you got project after project right there, homie. I like that though, man. That's dope. I love when you guys can replace the back tabs. Like if it was really up to me, I would have replaced these with the Nike back tabs. But it's his kicks. He just wanted the midsoles done. So good for you, Lewis. Are you doing those all yourself? Oh, Webb's Custom Kicks answered that question earlier. Superman Lover, they have 4-ounce bottles as well. And then looks like GTC Reels is looking at that lasting video as well. Okay, cool. 2 people asking about lasting videos. Noted. Cool. All right, guys, so let me jump onto the rest of the painting this guy up, you know? Well, painting him up. I don't know if you want to call it painting him up, but let's see. Did I catch enough of that white? Let me just catch a little bit more of this white here. It's my last coat of it, and when I do that, it's usually a little bit heavier. I like to lay it a little bit heavier because like we discussed, any pits that can get filled in, and that's what you want. Okay, so a lot of times, you know, on a 10-year shoe, as you're stripping it, the midsole won't come out completely smooth. What happens is that acetone kind of eats into the midsole. So as I believe his name was Corey, the first session, he said, "Bro, I airbrushed my midsole and it came out looking like sandpaper." It's just he missed a couple of steps, and those couple of steps was, after it looks like sandpaper, you got to actually grab sandpaper and sand it down to smoothen out that midsole. So then that way you can get a nice clean finish like how you're supposed to on the Jordan 3, right? The thing that he didn't do was just continue the process. He had it about 50 or 60% done. Then you got to sand it down smooth if you see any, you know, imperfections. And then the last step will be any pits or holes that we see. This liquid kicks should not only fill in those holes, but it'll also protect the whole midsole at the end. So what a nice benefit. You know, it kind of works in two different ways. So this is drying up now. What I can do is start getting the other side prepped up. So let's go ahead and take off and move stuff. You can see how much faster it is when you don't have to tape things down and you can just use a towel. It's still in the phase of drying, obviously, so you can see it. Y'all see the little speckles? And that's kind of why I ended up doing like a good 3 coats, because I feel like it speckles, it spits out, but it's not completely full. So I like to give it that full coat on that third one. I was a lot closer, shot it a little bit heavier, you know, and it should be good. So let's continue now. As you guys just saw, I painted that side, so things get a little bit more difficult if you continue. So just keep in mind, I've got that side painted, so let's redo the tape job here. Just press this down. Whenever I'm working with the back end, I like to just keep the toe box on the ground here. It kind of helps me balance everything. There we go. Looks pretty good, right? Just line pretty accurate. Again, doesn't need to be perfect, but you want to try your best to get it to be. And now we'll... Oh, you know what? I gotta hit this tab too, huh? Just remember that. So let's hit the tab up a little bit. This is where I had that little red paint. Came out of nowhere. Random. Cool. This is the lazy me who could have just taped off that Jordan and wouldn't have to repaint it, but I'm going to have to repaint it now, right? Now, let's think, how should we do this? Well, just painted that, let it dry a little bit. Let's just go ahead and do the midsole. I could tape off this elephant print and just do them both at the same time, but instead, let's just knock this midsole out a little bit. Check out how the towel lands, see? So it's not getting like dipped into that LK sealer that we just put down. All right, so that's feeling pretty good. Feeling good, feeling great. All right. And I should have grabbed a little bit of this beforehand. Forgot to. So now let's see how much skill I got to do this with one hand, if possible. Or I could just look like a goofball. You already look like a goofball, bro. That's shady. All right. A little bit more. It's too much. Again, I just want to protect the bubble there, so I know this is not super professional looking, but it'll work. All right. So I'm holding it here. I'm all done. So I gotta refill real quick. Gloss finish. That wouldn't be too smart. Switch it up on accident. There we go. Now we got a little bit more in there. Cool. We're back. In this area here, guys, I had quite a bit of pitting. So let me show you guys before I start to add that finish on the white section there, okay? So this is where you want to use the liquid kicks to your advantage. So I'm trying to get right at that area. You can apply this by paintbrush too, by the way. Alright, so we got the whole shebang done. Now, just got to give it some time to dry. So that was a little complicated. You guys don't have to do this, you know, all at the same time. I'm just live, so I gotta speed things up. Let's take a look at the other side here, how it's now starting to form. It's starting to dry. Has a slight sheen to it right now, but it'll start to, I think, dull out a little bit too. Again, they have I believe it's called flat, and the flat one was even more dulled out. In case you feel like you added too much, you could take a little bit off. Again, you can use this with see, like right here, I feel like it's like a little too much. So I'll just tap it down. And you guys can, again, use you guys could use, I'll try to be slick and I messed it up. There. You can hand paint it as well, so it doesn't need to be airbrushed. Gonna have to lace it with a little bit of black. Oh, maybe I saved it. Yeah, never mind, I saved it. That was close. I don't know if you guys saw that. I just put a little bit of white on the black end and instead of having to repaint it. I'm going to start to now hit it from this side, okay? Before I do that, I got to just paint this guy black because I should have just masked him off in the first place. Okay, so now I need a paintbrush. Paintbrushes are here. Don't need anything exceptionally big. Something that's about the size of a Jumpman, so that's good. Princeton Select. By the way, you guys were asking about where do I get these from? I'm going to hit up Princeton, and I'm going to see if these guys will sponsor one of our next feeds and see if I can give some of these guys away to you guys, okay? So I think it was Superman Lover who was asking about them the other day. I'm going to try to get you guys the exact same brushes, okay? And we'll try to give those away very soon. So I'm glad you did ask about that, man. I meant to look for that link for you the other day as well. So if I find it, I'll definitely get you that link today. I mean, I shouldn't have a problem finding it, dude. It's on my YouTube somewhere. One really light coat of this will get rid of any speckles that I had from white paint there. And then I also like to kind of look at the edges, make sure the edges look clean. There we go. Cool. Some people have a difficult time painting plastic and getting the brush strokes out. I think this is just more of a, you gotta lay it real thin, lay it thin, spread it out, and then just like we learned the other day, there's a certain time where you can see the paint starts to dry out, and when it dries out, that's when you have to take action and make sure that you're laying out the paint and stroking the paintbrush here, right? Looking for any last second imperfections here. See, I'm looking for making sure all the letters look smooth, that they're filled in right. That looks good. And you guys can see, again, I'm just pivoting the shoe because I got to remember the whole shoe is drying at the same time. It's called working smarter, not harder, right? You just continue the process of working on kicks, and you guys can see like, oh, okay, I can start to multitask. It's not that difficult. In the beginning it might be, but then you learn, you get experience. I think we're good. I think maybe just a little bit of paint here, make sure that this is my finalizing black coat, so I got to make sure that the Jumpman is really dark and defined. There we go. I think that looks pretty good. So let's go ahead and put that to the side. I'm going to hit the tab real quick. Started bubbling. Interesting. Yep, it's bubbling. That usually doesn't happen, and that if it does, that means something's in the front because it's clogging up the back here. We're back. We're good. Go. This thing had a lot of pits in it too, and I think it's because homeboy, whoever was who painted it last time, didn't do the best job on it. So hopefully some of the LK will fill that in too. I'm just being real careful not to hit that print. So I didn't go all the way down. I just went down enough where I could feel that, and I could see that the coat is not hitting elephant print. All right. Really what I'm doing is I'm just putting a light puddle on top of that whole tab there, and any little spots that have those little holes or gaps or anything, this clear coat will just glaze right on top of it. All right, so I think that I think we're almost done with this shoe, man, which is great news. This is not good news right there. Y'all see that? That means I laid it out too hard. It's still not dry. That was not good. So I'm going to just take the rest of that and just very slowly take it off. All right? That means I overdid it on that spray right there. Got tagged by the black. Flat black. All right. Let's try it now. Cool. Pizza time, man. That sounds good as hell right now. I'm still finishing my coffee from the morning, man. I had to have a little bit of a sip of coffee there, man. So let's see what we got. We got Lewis, I just read that, man. Wreck in Rob on IG is doing them for me. That's awesome, man. So Katrina's in the 88s. Gotcha. Now that makes sense to me. I've got the 88s, man. Those are great classic kicks. I'm surprised that they haven't retroed those again. I think we got those. Man, it's been a while. Maybe like 5 years, 6 years now since those came out. Corey King, back in the building. What's good, man? How you living, homie? Back from YouTube too, right? I think you were at YouTube last time. Let me drop the link for y'all, man. I haven't had a chance to drop the link. This is why I told you, Speed Infusion, we need to have the Patreon link up somewhere, man. It's all good, man. I got you, dog. Patreon.com/feelgoodthreads. There you go, sir. Just drop that on. And again, guys, if you haven't joined the Patreon family, we're at 40 followers. We're at, I think, 37 right now. Because the two of the homies, Armani and, man, I don't want to butcher his name. I don't know if you're on, bro. Just say what's up. Just joined. I want to say Verdal. Got to double check my spelling or enunciation on that. But again, thank you guys so much, man. Means a lot when you guys are joining, because that's just kind of that level up of learning. Like, this stuff here is kind of elementary for us. Eddie Reno, it's good, man. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Been working on it, man. Trying to get that set up right. So I could see I sprayed a little too heavy again over here. You know, I usually like to get a Q-tip to just clean things up if I spray a little heavy. It happens, you know, especially because this liquid kicks is very liquidy. So I got to remember that when I lay it down. I can't have it too heavy. So if you see any puddles, you want to clean them up. You know, you want to make sure that you don't lay it too heavy. I feel like just like how when we're laying out paint, it should lay out very nice thin coats. You know what I mean? So I'm going to just hit it again real quick. I think there's something on the front end. Seems to be drying so quickly that even in the front, it's drying. Let me just double check and make sure that is coming out. Yep, it's coming out now. This time I'm going to do a lighter coat, yo. Learn my lesson. Sometimes you think you know what you're doing. There we go, cool. And I got to lay down another coat there, but I got the elephant print, so let me just cover that bad boy up. Make sure we don't get that texture all messed up. Uh-oh, I gotta be careful. I almost forgot. I just did this. Ooh, that was close. Let me just hit this one more time. Cool. I think I might have laid a little bit of that microfiber towel in there. So I gotta wait. I've got two spots that are kind of wet. So let's just take some time. Anybody else have questions, man? I'm here for you guys. You know that. I got you guys. Feel good family. I've got my homie Corey King about to sign up. I love it, man. Thank you, Corey, for joining the Patreon family, bro. Again, if you guys want to be in the giveaway, we're going to have a giveaway at 40 followers. You do have to be in the giveaway tier, okay? There's different tiers. But the giveaway tier, the first thing I'm going to be giving away is at 40. I don't know. Should I tell you guys? Should it be a surprise? I think I'm going to keep it a surprise, man. For 40 followers, we're going to have a giveaway. And then at 50 followers, only 10 followers after that, we're going to go ahead and jump into a second giveaway, which is going to be an airbrush. So we've got a Grex airbrush that we're going to be giving away brand new. If you're interested in learning how to airbrush, if you are an airbrush artist and you need another airbrush, I think it's a great, backup airbrush as well. So hopefully you guys appreciate the insight and skill level here, but on Patreon it's a different story. So I think you guys just have to sign up to see how much more beneficial it'll be, So anyways, enough harping about that. I'm gonna just very carefully give this a light coat here, okay? There we go. That's a great thing, great idea, Speed Infusion, setting up a voting poll. So I'm thinking to do something maybe like $50 credit towards shopfeelgood.com. You guys can pick up laces, stencils, patterns. We've got all kinds of sneaker related items. You don't even have to be a customizer, because some of the things we have are like, you know, for your kicks. You could just grab some laces, grab some zip ties, whatever it is, you know. So we could do a $50 giveaway for that. What else? I want to hear some suggestions from you guys, man. I'd love to hear from you guys. What are you guys looking for in a giveaway? You know, we want to be in sync with you guys and make sure that, you know, when you come watch me and support, I want to make sure that we give you guys something that you guys will like. Last giveaway we just had on Twitch and YouTube, we gave away 4 sets of laces, so congratulations to those guys. See if I can still remember all of the guys' names. I think the Dye Lab won, I believe. I got him, definitely won. And Lalo won. Cecil, what's good, man? Did you just jump on? If you did, I think I think you know what's going on with these kicks, man. We're pretty much done, dude. We're like just laying out the last final coats. I'm looking for any little small imperfections. You know what's crazy is I started using acetone to take off stains on this front end, and it took the paint off like it was a different color underneath. So I don't know if that's normal for 2010s. So I just kind of repainted this little front end here, and so I'll be looking for that, you know, on the front ends and looking for any things that might need to be touched up as well, just before I hit it with that final, like, you know, these are all done, you know. But yeah, these look, man, they look pretty damn good for 2010s now. We've already done a quick cleaning of the upper, nothing major, you know. I just did a quick clean. Then after that, we stripped that midsole. We avoided all the elephant print, which is great. Fixed that tab. Tab looks pretty dang good. Let's see. How's that look? One compared to the other is like night and day, you know? You can see the eye and the Jumpman on that right side was pretty tore up. The tab's all tore up. You can see the interior of the midsole screaming that somebody was in it. A lot of dirt marks on the front, so you guys could see the front end, how much dirt is on that. So it was equally as bad on this one, and so I just kind of started slowly going in and painting anything I could. First I used acetone to try to clean it off, and instead of it being cleaned off, it stripped off. So that was didn't expect that to happen. And then last thing I did was I went in, and some of the black on the elephant print, for whatever reason, just faded off or just came off. So I went in and just cleaned up any black that I saw that I could fix, you know. You can see the laces on these are beat too, man. So I got to lace these guys up. So I might as well start lacing them up while we're waiting here. I've got some smaller imperfections and nicks and stuff on the front, but I think that's okay, you know. This is what the lace looks like now, and I've got some new laces here, so I gotta just pick one. I think I have a nice clean one here. Should be a 54 inch. This one looks good. Cool. And hopefully I got one more. It's funny because I'm a stickler for laces, and usually if you look at the weaves on them, sometimes they'll have a different weave to them. And so when I'm picking them out, I just want to make sure that they have the same kind of a weave. This one seems a little bit shorter than the other, so I might just keep looking real quick. Outcast, I love that idea, man. One-on-one coaching, an hour session, a feel-good gift box with his first customizing items, airbrush pot, Princeton brush kit. Dude, did you write all that down, dude? Outcast out here with the ideas today, man. He brainstormed for all of us. Thank you, man. That's great feedback. Slightly too small, man. So let's see if I got another one in here. Okay. This one got a silver tip, so we can't use that one. You're out. You're out. Okay, what else we got? This one looks like a possible one. Let's see. As long as I got two that are similar, I got the same weave, I'll be straight. Yeah, dope. Crazy. Out of all these laces I got, I found a nice clean set. Alright, I don't know where that infamous red paint little marks came from, but I gotta be careful not to get that on these. Alright. Quick check, hand check. Check that out. Definitely an upgrade on this point, right? With the laces. Like, I could clean the laces up, but, you know, at this point, I'd rather just replace them, man. Alright, let's see. How do they lace up here? Interesting how he laced them up here. I thought that they go, and I might be wrong on this, but I'm going to just relace them the way I think they should be. I believe this is how they lace up. And what's even weirder is I think they lace up on the third, don't they? Let me double check that. I got some threes here. Okay. Interesting. They do lace up on the twos. Learn something new every day. Alright. Again, I got that back still drying. I got to remember that. So I don't want to dip anything in them like these laces. That would be no bueno. Alright, cool. My favorite part. How many of you guys like doing that on some new shoes? That's a sneakerhead's usual kind of a day, right? Take out the laces and lace them all up and get that feeling of putting them on feet. Nothing beats that. Actually, you know what? Something beats that. I got some UNC ones yesterday, and the first thing I did when I took them out the box was smelled the inside. I don't know how many of you guys do that, but I love the smell of the inside of the shoes. It's like that new car smell. You know what I mean? Alright, y'all. So I think I'm gonna, after this, gotta cut out and show it to family, yo. But I did want to give you guys a kind of a final look, right, of what these look like at the end with the LK coats sealing it up. Threes are so easy to lace, huh? Feels like there's only like 5 slots. Is there 6 slots? 1, 2, 3. Oh, there is 5 slots. That's right, 6 slots. If you do the top, I would continue this, but I got so many other projects that we gotta run through, so I can't keep going. Like, for example, like the sock liner and stuff. I could still do the sock liner on this thing, fix more of the elephant print, but I think Vaughn's got about another 2-3 pairs of these. So, oh no, did I? Okay, cool, I didn't. I thought I just put my fingerprint in there. So this is kind of a final here. The thing I noticed about the LK, sometimes if I end up putting too much on, it gets a little glossy. So that's why I like to do it like lighter coats. Oops. Same thing. Remember I told you guys, if you don't use the LK for a little bit, that front end gets all messed up. It ends up drying out, so just got to make sure you clean that before. Ended right at the right time there. Crazy. All right, y'all. Let's see what else we got. Corey King, thank you for signing up, homie. I appreciate the love, man. Are you learning here, Corey? I'm assuming that you've been getting a little bit of knowledge here as well. I think we've been sharing, you know, our thoughts back and forth quite a bit over here on different things related to these kicks, man. I gotta just lay out maybe just a light coat here, and we'll finalize this up. Time right now, guys, 6:34. So if y'all have any questions, please let me know, man. I'm here to help you guys, you know, as I work as well. Sometimes I get a little overwhelmed. I ain't gonna lie. Just trying to get. I'm just happy that Twitch stream is now, you know, and the YouTube stream is now not getting cut off. You know, that was super annoying. What did you just buy today, bro? Are you talking about an airbrush? I mean, if you are, it's not a big deal. You're gonna see the benefit of having two airbrushes if that's what it is. On plastic, you don't want to lay this too heavy, okay? Because it just sits right on the top. I just do like a very, very light layer here at the end to seal the whole thing off. There we go. That's the conclusion of, I mean, for me at least, getting a midsole repainted from scratch. So I'm gonna give this, you know, let's give it like 2-3 minutes to really dry. I want to show you guys a final look, and we can compare it right next to this guy here too. Okay, so as that dries, I did notice, you know, a couple of little knickknacks here I could fix. So let me just brush that off real quick. There we go. Again, he didn't ask me to do it, but I mean, I got him here, dude. Why would I not, right? This is a medium bristle brush, just in case you guys were wondering what brush color or brush size I'm using here, or firmness. Trying to keep all this stuff away from the laces here, okay? You definitely don't want all this dirt on these brand new laces we just cleaned up. And I need my towel, so let me get a clean towel. Never want to use my dirty orange one here when I'm trying to clean stuff up, all right? I've got one here, cool. So as I pick it up, try to keep it away from the laces. This is all kind of like dirty, murky water, okay? When you're cleaning stuff up like that, so always remember that. There we go. Looks nice. I do see a little red spot that's bothering me, so I'm gonna just see. Is that a paint spot? I don't know, man. I don't know where that came from, dude. It's such a weird thing that like phantom red paint just came out of nowhere, and then I'm starting marking my whole damn shoe up. There we go. Took that off. Alright, so that's a wrap for that one. Cool. Outcast has a question, guys. Outcast 198604 hut hike. Just a question for the future. If pics are uploading in Discord, would you give constructive criticism? Absolutely, man. If you want it. I'll tell you right now, though, if I give constructive criticism, it's always to make you guys a better artist, you know? I hope that you don't take any offense if I say something that you don't agree with. But you know, if you guys ask for it, I'm willing to give you guys constructive feedback. Absolutely. I would recommend you guys set up good pictures, though. You know, because I've seen a lot of people been doing these where they're 5 feet away showing a shoe, or 50 feet away showing a shoe, and you can't even see any of the details. You know, just show some nice details, and then if you have any like areas of concern, you know what I mean? Like, let me know what you're looking for. And I'm definitely down to do that. So Yo, Restream just sent us a little thing. Congratulations, you've received 100 messages today with Restream chat, man. Restream in the building, man. It looks like it's saving our life because ever since we jumped on Restream, you know, it seems like we haven't been having any drop conversations anymore. Let's pull this out. Gotta do the same with this one here. I think this was 2 pieces here. Be careful not to bust that bubble open, right? There we go. Cool. So now let's do a quick comparison, guys. I could show you guys where we're at. Right side right here, the one I'm holding is the restored side. This side is obviously the unrestored side then, right? You can see the air bubble clearance. Back end. Let's see, how can I lay this back in where you guys can see it well? Let's do it this way. Trying to hold them without messing up the paint. You guys can see on the right, see, look at how many elephant prints that are supposed to be there are kind of faded out. So you can see on the left side here, I've brought them back. That's why you can see they're a little bit darker and more defined. And then let's show you guys the interior. And if you guys have any questions after that, I'm here for you. That's the interior. The side that I worked on is here on the left now. Got to clean the sole up a little bit, you know, just to get off the little flakes. Oh, dude, that's a dope fire emoji, homie. Throw them fire emojis. How do they do that, man? How do I do that? I don't even know how to throw a fire emoji. You might want to teach your boy. Sheesh, look at the midsole cracked. Crazy difference, right? You want to explain how to do the emojis, or you're just going to do them yourself, Speed Infusion? You having a good time, huh? So what do you guys think? How did I do? Here's a front end look now. Look at how the white laces set off, right? Compared to the old and dingy laces, it makes a world of difference, I think. Oh man, that's one shoe. I still got to do the whole other shoe, man. You know, but it's nice. I did it this way because you guys can have some kind of a basis for comparison when you're doing a restoration job. You know, I hope this helped you guys out today. I do want to shout out a couple people, man, because it's just, I don't know how to explain this, but the appreciation, I feel like I can't even appreciate through words. Webb's Custom Cakes, man, threw in another $40 today. So we are we at our goal? Oh man, we hit our goal. Dog, he pretty much single-handedly helped us hit our goal today, man. So Webb's Custom Kicks, special shout out to you today, man. I am gonna set you up with the care package just to say thank you, man. It was you didn't have to do that, you know. So I really appreciate you for that. We do have another goal that's coming up soon. We just got to figure out what we're gonna do next. But I do know that we are now gonna get a secondary close-up camera, which is dope, man. I can't wait to set that up. Make sure that we get a nice angle. If you guys have any feedback on your experience with 2-angled cameras, let me know. So then that way we could set it up right. You know, make sure you guys really benefit from the channel. If you guys have not already, I'm up here on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitch. It's at Feel Good Threads. I try to keep it nice and simple. YouTube as well. Obviously, if you're watching me from YouTube, you already know that. Like Graham's throwing up a fire emoji from YouTube. The homie Outcast is throwing up fire emojis from Twitch. Speed Infusion got this random dude with a thumbs up, which I'll take, and purple hearts, which is okay. I'll take that too. But he's throwing up some fire emojis. If you guys have Amazon Prime, you guys can subscribe to this channel for free. It does help me out as well, so it's another way to support. Another way to support is just to say what's up in the chat even, man. I'm just happy to be here to help you guys out and, just live my dream, customizing and painting and doing something that I love doing, It's not every day that everyone can say that, and I'm very appreciative of it, So time 6:44, guys, p.m. Pacific time. Let me know if you guys have any questions, man. I'm going to start wrapping up. I've got some brushes here that are calling my name to clean up before I leave them. I got an airbrush that said, yo, you forgot the GAC 200 in me yesterday. Which is common. So I got to do that. I got to clean that out. But other than that, I think we're going to call it a wrap for today, guys. I hope you guys... yeah, I know. Isn't that weird? GTC Reels? Amazon Prime. If you have Amazon Prime, you're allowed to subscribe to my channel. And it helps us out as well. I think you get one subscription per Amazon Prime membership. And I don't know. I think it's kind of weird too. But, if it helps support... And if you can spare the time to do a subscription, I'd appreciate it, man. So grabbing just a little bit of acetone. I don't know if people use, if this is taboo or not, but I do it. Just grabbing some acetone just to break down the, I use GAC 200, and it's like one of the harsher things on your brushes. So I got to make sure that before I finish the day that I take all that stuff off. Guys, if you have any recommendations on cameras too, man, please let me know. I know some of you guys DM'd me and messaged me and gave me advice on this microphone. So again, you guys' feedback, man, I want to grow together with you guys. I really appreciate everything you guys say, man. Some of you guys throw up some great suggestions in here as well. And, this is just a growing custom community right now, guys. I'm super, super ecstatic to, be able to do this on a daily, man. I like the fact... I think today is 3 days in a row, actually. I believe it's 3 days in a row. Usually, I'm trying to get in at least 2 days, man, when I can. Because I feel like we just need to stay on some kind of a schedule. So hopefully maybe we can start to solidify a time and date. But I'm seeing the support and I'm seeing the love. So I don't understand why I wouldn't be doing this on a consistent basis. I mean, obviously we've all had our share of issues with the whole corona situation. So I got to watch the kids here and there, and I know some of you guys have seen my son jump in the feed. This fool will not leave. He's like, I will jump in the camera and say hi. There's a big old head coming in the camera. Hi. Hi. He doesn't even know what he's looking at. He just looks at the monitor and sees his own face, and he just starts laughing. Funny how kids are, right? Very curious. All right. Courtney W., I really appreciate that. I'm trying my best to give you guys honest advice with how to do things, and using the best products, and actually been offered several opportunities for sponsorships, and I just right now for me, I just feel like I don't need to be sponsored. I think I just need to do what's right and show you guys my methods, and if you guys like the products and services I use, then you guys will support as well. I could feel that, and it's good energy, you know what I mean? It's feel good energy. So I think I got the brushes done there. Courtney W is out here in YouTube land, by the way, guys. We stream on YouTube. We're streaming on Twitch today, and we're also streaming on Facebook. So Really, really excited to have so many different platforms, y'all. Crazy how many platforms we've gotten up to. I think this looks pretty good, man. I think maybe I might just touch up a little bit of the front end. See if there's a, see there's a little mark there. So maybe I could jump into that real quick. I forgot who it was. It might have been Superman Lover the other day. He said the same thing that I always happens to me, is that you can do something like this, and then just when you think you're done, you'll see another little mark, and then you'll see another little mark, and it's like never ending, you know? It's kind of part of the process of customs and restorations. Is you want to be a perfectionist, you're going to see a lot of small little knick-knack things that you want to always fix. So like right here, I see a big old dirt mark. And I know that's not from me, but you know, I do want to see if I could fix that real quick. Alright, so let's grab, again, this is my airbrush. Real soft. You know what I can do, so I'm not an idiot this time, is just cover this off a little bit. That should be good enough. I really want to try to avoid, ugh, that was terrible. Let's try that again. I had it and then I lost it. Really don't want to hit that sole with white paint if I don't have to. Just going back in real quick and covering that up. You know, saves me more time to do that than fix it. Again, on the newer Jordans, this part is not painted. But on this 2010 set, when I started cleaning it with acetone, the paint came off. Which I thought was a little funny. When I do this, I don't try to get in that thread too much, you know, because then it starts to make the that thread look funky, like it looks like it's painted, you know, and you don't want that. So be mindful of that when you're airbrushing. Or there we go. Looks newer, right? So these are from 2010, guys. Yeah, GTC, that's the toe cap rubber portion I'm spraying. That's what I'm saying. It's so weird that I used acetone to try to clean off some dirt. Like, I'll show you. For example, like this one has a bunch of it. See this? So much like dirt on there, right? So what I'm used to doing, because I know this is the rubber toe cap, is I will take like just a Q-tip or a cotton ball, whatever it is, you know, just to clean it off. I'll take a little bit of it. And watch this, I'm going to clean it off. I guarantee it doesn't, see, look. And as you clean it off, see? It takes the paint off of it. Again, this was a pair that was painted by somebody else. So this is the second time being repainted. I don't know what they did. I don't know if they did that. I don't know if that's just how they came in 2010 and they painted the toe cap or something. But yeah, I found that to be really awkward as well. So, yo, that's a great suggestion, Webbs. Use a Mr. Clean magic eraser and hit the toe cap. So maybe I might do that. I have to purchase that. I don't have that Mr. Clean. I think so, Graham. I'm not sure if this is the factory that painted the toe cap, or if this was a previous restoration guy who did that. But what's weird though is if he did paint that, then why would I be able to still get down to that bare bone, you know, no paint part of this rubber? Usually it's just a white. They make it out of white rubber. Yeah, exactly. Exactly what you just said. You said, "Nah, not that's not how they are. They are never sprayed with paint." Exactly. They are. It's like a rubber compound, and then they make it out of white rubber, and they form that out of rubber, and then this outsole, same thing. It's like a gray rubber that they add. So I don't know. It was just a very, awkward situation when I did see that happen, and I didn't have a choice at that point but to use a little bit of GAC and 200 and white paint just to clean that up. I don't want to give it back to him with the big old, part where it doesn't have any white paint when it wasn't like that before. Yeah, exactly. I agree with you 100%, Graham. I don't know. I have no clue why that's happened. So I'm just, again, I had to do something to get that white back there, and so I just laid it out with real light coats because there's no other way to get it back. So I see a little bit of marks on the front end here. I'm gonna just clean that up too. Boy, at the end of this thing is gonna be like pretty much a full restoration. Trying to cover that elephant print. It's important. Oh, dope, man. I didn't know that. Oh, C. Jerkins, thank you so much for the super chat donation. Got another 5, man. Appreciate you, homie. Webb's Custom Kicks, again, with the vital info, man. He said just go to Target. I didn't know they had that. Works on everything, even the leather, no lie, Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. Dope, man. Cool. I'll definitely take a look at that, man. Because I'm going to need to get it anyways, it seems like. Alright, so let's cover just that much. Just spotting, looking for spots here. There we go. Yeah, exactly. Speed infusion. That's what's been happening. I don't know why that. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but there are older donations that are popping up. So I'm not exactly sure why that's happening. That happened the other day too. That's what I was telling you. I'm like, these are all older donations because the homie Scrawny Johnny, I know he definitely has donated, but I've seen him put yo like that before. So I'm not exactly sure why that's happening, dude. That even happens when we stream off or like I'm offline. I'll end up seeing all of these same donations up. So I don't know, something you might want to take a look into. Still, shout out to all the people right there. You can see how many people have donated, man. So thank you guys, because those donations that we're seeing right there, those are all for the microphone that we have here because of you guys. Didn't have a mic before, so the sounds a little bit better. And I remember this is Dad 2001 because I didn't know how to say that name before. Anyways, hope you guys appreciated the video, man. I think I don't see any other questions, so I think we're straight. But again, shout out to Webb's Custom Kicks, man. Thank you again for getting us to that donation. There goes GTC Reels, donated $4.99 through Super Chat. See, that was I believe that was the older donation from Graham, Shout out to Graham. Shout out to everybody, man. Scrawny Johnny, everyone who's put in, man. I really, really appreciate you guys. Andracito Tour, thank you for making this life. Yeah, man. If I could do it, I feel like you guys can do it too, man. Little things that I got to still fix up on these guys. Maybe a little touch up on the red lace holes and stuff like that. So, let me just see if I got that red paint here. We're live right now anyways, right? Let me just jump into it. Yes, sir. Let's go. So fire red, and then I'm going to need a little bit of that GAC. So where'd that GAC go? GAC. And I need a little paint tray. paint tray always gotta escape me when I need it, right? Here's a bigger one. I'll grab the bigger one. Ugh. Oh. The infamous red. It's got to be my favorite red out of the group there. All right, let's grab some GAC. So I'm painting metal, guys. These lace holes are not leather, they're not fabric, they're not even plastic, to be honest with you, but this is how I usually do it because they're such small pieces. And usually people don't mess with them, you know, like they're just on your shoe as more of an accessory piece there. So hopefully you guys can see me mixing that. I basically took a half and half. 3 drops of red paint and 3 drops of GAC 200. That should be good, right? And mixed right. All right, and let's jump into. Got a small circles. Needs a small brush, right? Oh man, did we mention the Discord? I feel like we haven't even mentioned the custom Discord, man. We got too many things going on, bro. If you guys haven't already, we have a custom Feel Good Threads Discord. If you guys have not joined yet, you guys are missing out because we're going to have another giveaway over there, just like we had a giveaway over here. So if we get a chance, Speed Infusion, if you could just drop that link, man, I'd appreciate it. If not, I know that it's been possibly coming up already. See, I don't want to leave him with a bunch of like little white marks on these red. Lace holes here. Should probably tell you what brush I'm using, huh? 10-0 Select Petite by Princeton. I love this one because it's so small, and when you're working with little minor stuff like this, you want to have a nice small brush as well. There we go. And let's jump back onto the one that I was actually working on today. Both of them are going to have to be done, right? So definitely poured way too much paint for this little circles, but it's all good. Again, it looks like somebody painted the whole shoe, and that's why these guys here have white paint on them. That's what that is. I don't see it being like the paint deteriorated off of these or something. I think this is white paint. I should have used Q-tip and acetone to see if I could take it off, but it's all good. I mean, at this point, you know, we got it touched up, so we're good. Here we go. From my experience, as long as you're not like running running your laces through these, that red paint should last. So, cool. Man, Webb's Custom Kicks is busy, yo. I'm about to knock out 10 pairs of shoes between tonight and Monday, dude. What are you doing, bro? Please tell me you got some help. That sounds like a lot of work, man. Might as well knock this out real quick. Because this is bad. This one looks real bad. Actually, that one looks so bad. I'm going to see if this was painted on top of. Let's find out. Let me look for. This looks like a. I want to use a clean one just to be safe. I might mark it up again. Okay, let's see. Just added a little bit of acetone there. Starting to deteriorate. That means it looks like it's paint. Somebody painted over these little lace holes, man. Funny. Y'all rookies out here messing people's J's up. What is that, like the reality versus expectations? You get what you pay for, right? And this is, oh, look at this. Oh yeah, this is, now I need a razor blade because I could see that whole layer is kind of coming off. I'm using like a really dull, you can see it's even broken razor blade, so it's not super sharp, but I can peel little things off with it. Can y'all see that? That's paint. So yeah, I could, instead of repainting these, what I would do is I would just grab Q-tips, add a little acetone, and let's see if we can bring back the originals. That would be more of a true restoration, you know? There we go. I think we're good. I mean, it's... Ooh, that wasn't smart. I saw a little bit of that red came off. I ended up tagging this little area here, so I'm going to clean it up. There we go. Cool. Interesting. You saw that, Graham? Paint on the lace holes. Usually that's supposed to be just sealed with a clear coat, and if I use acetone it's not gonna come off, but it did. So yeah, a lot of questions about these shoes, man. These shoes are, I'm not gonna say they're suspect like they're fake, but whoever ended up working on these shoes prior to me, yeah, they had some questionable things that they did to the kicks. I guess that's the best way for me to leave it, you know. I don't know who it was, and there's so many different ways to restore shoes, you know, so I'm not going to judge on how somebody else did it, but I don't feel like they were doing it in the best interest for the person, or maybe they just didn't know how to customize or restore. Found a little mark here. I'm just trying to clean up and touch up little spots. I could do this all day. I really could. But yeah, we've now cleaned the upper up pretty well. Relaced, brand new laces in there. Did the midsole, did the back tab. I mean, this is a full restoration pretty much, yo, at this point. Scrawny Johnny, what's good, man? We were just talking about you, man. Crazy. We just mentioned that for some reason or another, man, the old donations came up from the last time, and just said Scrawny Johnny donated. Scrawny Johnny donated. So thanks again, man. I appreciate you guys. Scrawny Johnny, just if you guys want to give him a quick congrats, he just made the Facebook front cover page with some Wu-Tang dunks that he did. Pretty crazy job, actually. So if you guys are in, was it Jacquard? I believe you were in the Jacquard custom group in Facebook, and I think that you are on the front cover now, man. So if I'm correct on that, which I know you're on the front cover with something, congratulations. That was awesome, man. It's great to see that, man. It's good to see good people win. You got stuck with the restoration. It goes into a rabbit hole. Man, Graham, you couldn't have said that better than anyone else, man. This is really just turned into a... I should have just said I was busy, man. But it's the homie, you know, so it's tough. But I mean, like, look at this. Like, I haven't even started on this shoe yet. And look at the elephant print here. Elephant print out here looking hella naked. So I'm gonna have to, you know, it's like there's something in me that says, dude, you can't just give this shoe back without taking 5 minutes to touch that little spot up, you know. But you know, these will be done and cleaned up, and I think that Vaughn will be really happy with what they look like at the end, you know. So who else we got, man? Anybody else have any questions before I let you guys go? It was a little bit of a lengthy finish up on the part 3, but I think it's just because we're taking breaks in between talking and chilling like we always do, you know what I mean? Love that. That's part of the reason we started the channel, is just to hang out and chill. We're working on some custom emojis for you guys, man. So I'm excited to bring those out. And maybe we're going to do some custom sounds as well. Still figuring out exactly how to do that, or, you know, how to incorporate that. But yeah, man, maybe I can get some of Hasib's stuff in here, like a custom Hasib, you know, one-liner or something. That would be pretty dope. And then also represent the family at the same time, right? Alright, guys, so I think I'm pretty much set. I got all my brushes cleaned up. I do need unfortunately, I do need to still get these airbrushes done. There we go. And there goes the Discord link, guys. You know, if you guys haven't joined Discord, that link is right there. It's right in front of you right there. Join the Discord link. Shout out to all the homies who are already in that Discord, man. You guys are showing some great work out there, man. What's even better is, as the Discord grows, you guys are showing work to other customizers, and you know, we're all joining and sharing each other's work. So thanks to all the Patreon family, man. You guys are not only here, but you guys are always active, and you guys are always supportive. I know a lot of you guys have purchased things from the shop. If you guys are interested in shopping with us, it's shopfeelgood.com. Sound like a DJ right there, right? shopfeelgood.com. Yeah, we got a lot of folks here that have I think you guys have been happy with the products. The homie Graham just ended up getting some, actually not just one pair, he got a bunch of shoelaces, right? 4 or 5 pairs. I know Flight School Customs has, oh, it's crazy. Yo, what's good? Flight School Customs. I literally just mentioned your name and you just popped up and said, yo, what's good? What's good, man? You must have known or something. Flight School Customs just came through. He purchased some patterns from me. Vels Customs also, man. A lot of you guys have been so supportive, man. Thank you for that. Man, I don't know where this airbrush, I have that little brush wire cleaner. I swear it was right here. It's like my Italian part of me. It was right here. And now it's gone. Oh, here it is. In front of me, duh. All that for seeing it right in front of me. Breaking down this airbrush now. See this? I'm using this brush wire because, you know, that GAC 200 gets really thick and becomes very difficult to take out of that airbrush. So this brush wire will break down everything on that sidewall of my airbrush there. See that? Kind of makes it look like mushy yogurt, but it's better than just being stuck on there. So I got to clean this guy off first. So let's clean him off. There we go. Ugh. It sounded like Pusha T right there. Ugh. Ugh. I haven't heard from Pusha T for a while. I wonder where he's been. Last album was pretty fire though. Just shorts. There was like 7 songs or something that Kanye produced, right? Now you guys can see. Let me put this to the side, man. I keep showing you guys what I'm doing, and right on top of the shoes. Not smart. These are all my dirty Q-tips that we used earlier. I saved the dirty ones because now I can use them to kind of rinse off and clean all of the sidewalls up. See, they still work. They're just working for a different purpose, so that looks good. There we go. See how much that cleans out. Again, I can still keep going with these. Another dirty Q-tip. Another reason to just keep cleaning with them. There we go. Now inside here is obviously the needle, right? And I can't get underneath it, so I got to move the needle. So what I like to do is just kind of hold that Q-tip there. And then as I slide this needle out, I'm going to 360 rotate it and slide it out, okay? That'll clean anything that's on the front end of the airbrush there. Most of it, right? And that kind of avoids you getting a bunch of paint in the body. You want to avoid that, you know, it just messes with the way the airbrush flows. Pretty good, right? We're getting there. That's funny. I just saw you guys talking about the elephant print. You guys talking about the elephant print with the elephant print god too, huh? Scrawny Johnny over here. But yeah, man, I've got that elephant print as well, man. I think a lot of you guys saw. I don't know if you guys saw the elephant print here on my channel, but I think then Flight School jumped on and grabbed some. Graham, it looks like you got some too. Is that right? Don't be scared, man. You just gotta cut and measure correctly, bro. Just if you're gonna cut, make sure you overcut. It's always a good thing. I'm gonna just take the front end out here. See how much white paint's stuck in there still. You still got a lot of cleaning to do. As I do that though, I don't want to forget I've got liquid kicks in here. Let's dump all that out. It's not a lot, but if I don't dump it out, that's not a good thing either. Right, so that's dumped out. Now I'll let this acetone just kind of start working on breaking that down. If that's breaking down over there, I'm going to drop some acetone in here and break this guy down. That's what I'm talking about. We're working while we're working right there, right? Cool. Grab all this white paint out of here. Clean it all out. And you guys usually don't have to do it all the way through like this, like break it all the way down to this point, but I like to do it just to keep it clean. There we go. Yo, Flight School, I feel you, man. I know I told you I'm going to do that wallet tutorial. It's funny you mentioned that because I was just thinking about that myself, but Alex hasn't been available to shoot for the last couple of weeks. So he's just been editing. Well, I think you saw, did you see the last video we just put up for the Jordan 1, how to get that vintage aged sole look? He just edited that this week, and then he's got a couple of other videos he's working on. So as we're working through this whole COVID situation, man, hopefully he gets vaccinated, I get vaccinated soon, and then we can start shooting again. But yeah, we've got so much stuff that we filmed that we have to get that stuff edited and out to you guys. We still have the duffel bag video, how to paint a duffel bag. So you guys will see, man. There's a lot of stuff on the Patreon channel that is our main focus, and we've been trying to get it as much like more creative stuff out there for you guys. Not just your standard like, oh, how to paint a shoe. You know, it's, you know, we showed you guys how to paint chairs and how to paint duffel bags, and like you said, how to make a wallet. It's different things that are still kind of related to shoes and fashion and stuff, which is, you know, I think for a lot of you guys, that's why you joined, right? You want to think outside the box and be different. And you know, I'm also thinking about doing, and because I've never done it before, to do a denim jacket. I think doing a denim jacket would be a dope tutorial. You know, how to paint clothing. So yeah, I've got a lot of things in mind, Ryan. I think we just got to have the opportunity to shoot it. But yeah, I have not cut up my elephant print yet either. And just like Graham said, I always get a little bit of anxiety when it comes to cutting stuff up. All right. Putting things back here. Putting things back. There we go. Punky B, man, that's a great question, dude. I'm looking for that Safari print too, man. I'm looking for that Safari print. If anybody finds that Safari print, let me know. I think it's just difficult because they have to have a company to actually produce the print. And I think that when I got it from District, the elephant print, he's a sneakerhead. I don't know how many of you guys know that. Shout out to Bill. That kind of helps, you know, because then he can, when he's making it, he knows what kind of a print we're looking for. He had more of like, I think, the Atmos elephant print, but it was still elephant print. It still looks really, really good. So I had to pick up a hide for sure. All right. There we go. It's just spraying again, which is great. Love that. I think if you guys need the link for District, I'll set it up real quick for you guys too. There we go. So I could really make sure that this is cleaned up. I'll just go in and take the needle out one more time. Pop it through the back to see if any paint pushes out. A little bit, you know, just clean that out. That way the body is cleaned. And now we should be straight. It should be nice and clean now. Let's test it. Put a little bit of cleaner. And oh, it's good to go. So that feels good, and I think I just got this last one here, yo. Thank God I didn't do too many brushes today. Let's see if I could maybe... Yeah. Y'all see that? It's bubbling. That means it's not sinking through. And that means it's usually a problem in the front. So what I'll do is take the needle and kind of toggle it back and forth. Let's see if that helped out. Sometimes it'll break the front. Oh yeah, let's go. Cool, so that looks good. Let's go ahead and take off the top. I like that about the Grex airbrushes. You take the top off, you can clean a lot easier now. Now remember, I had a lot of these old dirty Q-tips here, and this is when they really help out. Yeah, look at this, it's already dried in here. This is the LK sealer that I was using earlier. It's all dried up. I see that? Crazy. See if I could, yeah, see that? That's all LK sealer there. That's the acetone. The acetone, when you put acetone with that LK sealer, it kind of like crinkles it up. It hardens it and crinkles it. Actually kind of a nice thing, because then when it does that, the whole inside gets cleaned real easy. Alright, so I need a little tool here. A tool I never want to be around when I need it. Where'd you go, man? Where'd you go, bro? Are you around here? We out here. Let's move these dirty ones here. More Q-tips here. Man, I got a bunch of Q-tips, y'all. Try to keep them in a single area. Okay, I don't know where I put this little thing. Anybody out here see it? Let me know. A little tool to open this guy up. I swear I have like 3 of them too. And they're never around when I need them. Did I put it under here? No. Not under the mic. Scissors. Okay. Don't be frustrated. Just look. It happens. I don't have it up here. Let me check up here. No. Huh. Interesting. I don't know where it went. Oh well. Okay. Well, at least the majority of it's cleaned up. So let me just, I'm gonna just test it and see. Worst case scenario, I'm sure I'll find it. It's probably right in front of my face and I just don't know where it's at. Okay, it feels like it's popping out okay. Let's check that out. Cool. A little bit of cleaner. Okay, cool. It's working, so I'm not going to give that a deep clean then. Alright, y'all. Those are all done. More bad Q-tips over there. Let me just check the... Oh, man. I almost sat on the freaking custom. Sheesh. Let me just check the chat real quick. Make sure you guys are all straight, man. I think you guys are talking about all kinds of stuff. What you guys talking about up in here? Oh man, this is a long chat, man. I just realized how much you guys have been talking I haven't seen. Oh, dang, okay. You got your elephant print from Etsy? Interesting. How does it look, Graham? Let me know what it looks like. You know what I'm going to do is I'll just send you guys the link out real quick for District. District is, I think, really, really nice spot to get leathers and stuff like that. And man, I'll do that if I know where my dang phone went. I swear, dude, today is not my day. I literally had my phone right here. Now my coffee is here. Oh, here's my phone. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Cool. So give me a sec, guys. I'm gonna send this over to you guys, and this is I don't know how many people are on the chat now, but in case you guys check the replay, I think this will be a good resource for you guys if you're looking for different leather hides and stuff like that. District Leather Supply is what it's called. This is where I ended up getting my elephant print, and he has them in different colors, which is pretty dope too, you know. So if you get a chance, check that link out. I just put that link up for you guys, and I think he definitely has different colors as well. GTC Real said, I just spent $75 on Alibaba to get my OG Tiffany Diamond swoosh materials. So far I spent $125 on experimental materials, and all have failed to... Man, that sucks, dude. It's really hard to get that exact look, Graham. So I think you and I were talking about that before, and I think that I even tagged you on Instagram. I don't know if you've seen that tag or not, but somebody was redoing some Tiffany dunks, and I thought of you, so I tagged you because they redid the swooshes as well. So I don't know if you missed that or not, but it was maybe like a month ago. Fees G in the building. I was just thinking about painting denim earlier as well. Dope, man. Yeah, for sure. I think denim's an exciting little avenue, so that might be another Patreon video as well. Yeah, I just saw that today. Flight School Custom said, no worries, bro. I know you're busy, and I'm pretty busy as well. I know you're busy, bro. You just had a kid. Just means more stuff to look forward to. Exactly, man. I mean, don't even worry, dude. We've got plenty of footage. We just got to get it cut and edited, which takes a long time. You know, we've got videos sometimes that are like, for example, like the reconstruction video for the Jordan 11s. Man, we probably had like 10 hours of footage, and we got to cut that down to like meaningful quality pieces of footage, and we have to make sure they're not like super long, because then you guys start to lose attention. That's why we've been doing part 1, part 2, all the way to part 6, you know, because of that way you guys can digest it a little bit easier. Oh, look at what Flight School said. You might as well, but man, you are like the expert of what to buy when it comes to Jordan 1s, man. I know we were looking for soles and stuff too, and you low-key gave me a real crappy Jordan 1 that wasn't selling well. But he said you might as well buy the Jordan 1 mid Johnny Kilroy's. It has that same material on the swoosh. I think I sent... Graham, were you the one who I sent that Johnny Kilroy commercial back in the day when Nike had that? Super dope commercial, man. It's one of my favorite. It's like the 2017 Atmos elephant print. Okay, cool, man. But you said it was expensive? Oh, yes, but it's stitched the opposite angle across the swoosh. That's a good point. Same as the Diamond Supply dunks. The dunks go to the other angle, so I'll have to... Oh man, you all got super technical here. Oh damn, I didn't think about that cross stitch. Yep. Man, smart that you did, bro, because you could have bought those shoes and then did that whole thing. I don't know if that liquid hole filler will work, Flight School. I gotta see. Plus, I want to do a Freddy Krueger dunk myself from scratch. Nice. Everybody's doing that Freddy Krueger dunk, huh? Everybody's got their version of it. Gifted kicks. Yeah, that's what it was, Graham. Does he have snakeskin leather? That's a good question. I don't think he has snakeskin webs. You can double check that link that I sent right above. But if he doesn't, I will look for snakeskin if you're looking for it for you. Especially, man, because you've been helping with the donations, bro. Anything I can do to help you out. Same thing with Graham, man. I was trying to help him find that Tiffany Dunk swoosh material too, man. But it's, you know, once they source that material, you know, they do it for their production, and then after they're done, it's a wrap. They don't care about that extra material. So it's difficult to find exactly that same material. You know, I pray that you do, Graham. You know, but it's difficult. 150 ship for that suede sounds like it's, think about a little bit higher than what we paid at District Leather Supply. But District is using an Italian suede and then imprinting the black print into it, the elephant print into it. So, all right, y'all. The time is 7:30, man. I gotta let you guys go. I know I did a little extra with all the cleaning and stuff. I do apologize that I gotta duck out a little early. Well, I don't know if it's early. I think we've probably been on for about 2 hours. So, I know I've already mentioned all of the social media. Appreciate all the love on social media, following, commenting, double taps, whatever it is. Tell me how my stuff sucks. I love the feedback. You know, it doesn't matter to me. I just keep grinding every day, right? So thanks guys again. Peace, Graham. Talk to you later. Appreciate you as well, man. And if you guys have any questions, y'all can hit me up right there, okay? Johnny, I'm out of here, doggy. I'll see you guys soon.